And I never intended to get away with these crimes. I didn't even wear gloves.
Right now, an accused killer's confession.
ABC15 is speaking exclusively with the man accused of killing New River pastor Bill Schonemann. The beloved pastor was found murdered inside his home a week after Easter. For weeks, the community was on edge, wondering what happened. Well, tonight, that community and our viewers get some of those answers from the man who says he did it.
We want to warn you, some of the details in this story are disturbing. Here's ABC15 reporter Ashley Holden.
Adam Schief agreed to speak with us from a jailhouse tablet inside the Coconino County Jail. We are sharing portions of this interview because there are so many unanswered questions. And Schief told me he wants to be executed for his crimes. I can hear you. Can you hear me? With a spotty connection from jail.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Adam Schief says he had a plan and targets.
I only want to get the pastors that are leading the flock astray.
He told me in detail how he planned to kill more than a dozen priests across the country.
I was going to put the 10 Commandments in order on each of the priests on the leather tag in the right ear after I crucified them.
According to his own words, his motive was fueled by his religious beliefs, namely that Christianity is wrong. The Bible should only be the Old Testament, and Jesus is not the Son of God.
So when I was reading the Bible and studying it, I was like, what is this? And so that's when I felt in my heart to learn Hebrew. I taught myself Hebrew. I got the original Hebrew script.
Schief walked me through the timeline of his crimes. He left California, coming to Arizona with no money. In April, he was living in a tent in a desert area along Olive Avenue. There, he targeted his first potential victim.
On Easter Sunday, I followed him home, and then when he pulled into his driveway, two women came out of the garage to greet him, and so I was like, I don't. That's too much for me.
After his failed attempt, Schief tells me he staked out other churches. During this time, he broke into a home and stole a car. He says to support his multi-state goal of killing religious leaders.
Only reason why I had to go in houses was for supplies, like things that I needed. So when I go into a house, I tell myself, like, don't take anything. It doesn't belong to you.
That's when he found Pastor Schonemann.
I have another spot that I was watching different churches, which was off of Carefree Highway in 24th Street. And so I went back there, and then that's when I came across New River, and I followed him home, and he lived by himself.
Talk me through that day where you went to Bill Schonemann's house.
So I just drove there like 2 in the morning maybe and parked, and then I just went in there and did it.
He went into great detail about the murder. We're choosing not to share all of the details, but Schief told me he suffocated Schonemann before posing his body in the symbol of a cross. You crucified Bill Schonemann. Was that your plan for the other priests and pastors?
All of them, but that was my plan with all of them, because I'm making a statement.
After leaving New River, Schief traveled to Sedona, where he intended to kill again.
So I was going to jump into the back of the car when the priest left service that Wednesday. I went to get into the back of the car. As he entered the car, I was going to tell him just drive to his house. And there was an old lady that got in my way.
Schief stayed in the area. He was caught after breaking into homes looking for supplies. He says days later he made a full confession to the FBI.
And I told the FBI agent, look, I want the death sentence. I'll plead guilty right now on the spot. I'll plead guilty right now on the spot. I want the death sentence, and I want the execution date right now.
Did you feel called to do this?
No, absolutely not. I would never put that on God. I just feel in my heart, I'm very protective of him as he is of me. I love him with all my heart. And so, no, he would never ask me to do something like this. I just did it completely, entirely on my own. Will God forgive me? Of course he will forgive me. He's a loving God. He's a forgiving God.
Wasn't there another way than taking a life?
Yeah, of course there was another way. But, it happened. I did it. That's the route I took. And I'm willing to suffer the consequences, whatever that may be.
Schief expressed no remorse during our interview. He said after Sedona, his next stop was Las Vegas. He shared a list of all the cities that were a part of his plan. He had the intention of coming back to the Valley to kill his final victim at the church where he was baptized as a child. And I want to let you know, we spoke with Pastor Bill Schonemann's family before this interview aired. They said that their focus is justice for him, and they're looking forward to that. But this is a man that was so beloved by his community, not only the New River community, but also the Valley community as well.
So, Ashley, has he been charged in this murder yet?
So he has not been formally charged in Pastor Bill Schonemann's murder yet. We know that MCSO, the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, is working with the county attorney. So we're waiting for those formal charges or an indictment. And then after that, he would be extradited back here to Maricopa County.
And to be able to use a tablet and just FaceTime or Zoom with somebody, is that standard?
That is something that he has access to, and it's something that many inmates in the Maricopa County Jail also have access to. He's in Coconino County, but he has access to that tablet to message and also do that video call with us.
Wow. Eerie to hear those words.
Yeah, definitely. Ashley, thank you.